Hello there and welcome. You are in Ghana. Even before we get to our tourist site for today, hit the like and subscribe buttons and get free updates on new videos. Also, feel free to leave us a comment with your contributions or views on this show. We are kicking off with the Center for National Culture in Kumasi, popularly referred to as Cultural Center. So, did you know that the Cultural Center was set up by Dr. Alexander Atayal Chairmanting? Well, now you know. Having benefited from the Asanteman Scholarship Scheme set up by the then Asanteman Council of the old Asante State, Dr. Alexander Atayal Chairmanting, after obtaining a PhD in anthropology from Cambridge University, realized the need to set up an institution of culture to serve as a center of excellence to promote, protect, preserve and project the culture of Asante, and also to tell our story our own way instead of it being told from the Eurocentric point of view. Now, talking about Eurocentric point of view, foreigners who could not pronounce the name correctly said Ashanti, but the actual pronunciation is Asante. When Dr. Chairmanting came home from Cambridge, he had an extensive discussion with the king of Asante at the time, that is Otumfo Se Osei Ajiman Prempeh II and the Asanteman Council, and they all agreed. The king then donated a vast land that includes where the Kumasi Zoo, the archives, the Asante Library, and all stand till today. The first president, Osajifo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, on a journey to northern Ghana, passed through the center and decided it was monumental and deserved a national status. The name was upgraded to Ghana National Cultural Center. Later in the 80s, the government of the time would decide that all 10 administrative and regional capitals needed such places so that together would have a cultural pool from which we could access information anytime. Therefore, the National Cultural Center in Kumasi served as a model from which all the rest were established. And then the name changed to the Center for National Culture. Now, upon entrance, one is greeted by beautiful statues of people performing traditional rites and the Dinkwa symbols that all come together to welcome you to the center. You are again met with a feel of nature as the whole area is covered with beautiful trees and plants, grasses and hedges that are beautifully tended along the streets and pavements. One such tree is said to be the strongest. It is so strong that I could hold the cords that grow out of the branches and take a swing. I felt like Spider-Man. Okay, moving on. As I have already stated, the main functions of this establishment is to protect, preserve, promote and project Ghanaian culture. And this is done through 3 channels. Through a showcase of 1. History. That is historical artifacts such as the items in the Prempeh II Museum established in 1956. Of course, if you provided the land for the whole place to be built, a museum could be built in your name. 2. Folklore or performing arts, that is traditional dance, music and drama. And 3. Visual arts, that is sculpture, painting, textiles, bamboo and rattan, basketry, metal castings, etc. etc. The center is mainly made up of 5 departments. The administration department, that is administrative offices, the accounts department that handles all finances and issues of funding concerned with the center. The performing arts department that consists of the Amamraso Agufuma, a group that performs traditional musical forms. It also has drama groups, namely the Chairmanting Playhouse that performs English drama and the Anochi Playhouse that performs in Tree. The 4th department is the research department, made up of the museum, that is the Prempeh II Museum, which is another tourist center on its own that we'll talk about in an upcoming episode. And then a team that documents research findings for academic purposes. And 5, the visual arts department that consists of the sculpture, painting, textiles making, weaving, bamboo and rattan works, basketry, metal castings, etc. 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 The facilities they have include obviously a museum as mentioned earlier, gift shops which were set up to provide market outlets for the craftsmen who produce their wares at the center. To serve its purpose of being the hub of culture in the region and the country at large, these craftsmen produce an array of artifacts to cut across all aspects of culture. There are theater spaces also available at the Cultural Center. There is a basement theater that seats about 100 people. The Kwashi Aidan Hall seats about 500 people. They have Jabrim, the open-air theater space that can seat about 3,000 people. They have the Apatakese, which is still being constructed, and so many others. All these spaces are open to the general public for rent and use. The center also has restaurants that serve both local and continental finger-licking dishes. Now, the Cultural Center doesn't only have the facilities, but also provide services. Some of the services include on-the-job training for students who want a practical knowledge of their field of study, and also all who want to learn a trade or a craft. The center also organizes lectures for groups, students, tourists, individuals, and so on. The performing arts groups that I mentioned earlier perform at all kinds of social gatherings or functions, including funerals, festivals, national functions, and so many others. They also give training to individuals who are interested in learning the art forms. That is not all. Now, this is where it gets interesting. The center runs the following programs periodically. There is the Inter-Schools and Anti-SEM competition for public schools. I'm sure the private schools will join very soon. They have the Braba Fest, which is a brass band music festival for private schools. The Rama Fest, that is the Ramadan festival that comes off the first 3 days that follow the month of Ramadan. There is the Inter-Schools and Colleges Choral Competition. And then there is the Jiwani, a program that is organized on the 26th of December that has a variety of entertainment programs like high life music, gospel music, comedy, everything there to entertain people. They also have Lunchtime, a program that is organized on the last Friday of every month in the afternoon that treats audiences to some beautiful dance, music, poetry, and drama pieces. So many people from all walks of life and all around the world come to visit this great, beautiful place, and no one leaves with regret. With all of this, I can assure you that the Ghana National Cultural Center in Kumasi is a place to be. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Do it now and get updates on new videos. Until we come your way again with another site, we say, Eche.